If tomorrow all things were gone I worked for all my life, I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my God above for living here today. The flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Hi guys, so welcome to Citizen Watch, where your voice matters. I'm Allison Salinas, and I am going to go over a few things today. With both things in my ears, it makes me feel like I'm drowning in a swimming pool. So I'm going to give everybody a second to jump on while I revisit a few things. But tonight I'm going to be talking about mandates, vaccines, exemptions, medical and religious, some things that fall under those categories, and different websites that you can go to get what you need. Sorry, guys. Let's see if the comment went in there. Nope, of course not. Okay. All right, well, I'll just say that much. I had put something in the comments and I did it earlier, so it didn't do it, which is fine. Okay, so I'm going to get everybody a second to jump in. Someone mentioned me in a comment. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to give everybody a second to jump in. Oh, okay. Someone just said hi. Oh, well. Okay. Let's see. Oh, in the comments. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Hey, Rose. Okay, so, wow, we're getting people jumping on. All right, good to go. Okay, so everybody can rewatch or jump in. If you can, share this broadcast so that we can get it through everybody, because I've done this 2 times. This is the 3rd time I've done this, which I don't mind. I do have a couple other things to go over, so it's new stuff that I haven't gone over yet, which is really good. So I would encourage everybody to get a pen and paper. I am going to flash up some sites. I will leave them up long enough for people to copy them. And also I will try to put them in the comment sections. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Phyllis. Hey, Kimberly. Thanks. Maria shared. Hi. Okay, guys. All right. Awesome. So it's glad to see everybody. Okay. So if you know someone that needs to know about exemptions, tell them to jump on, message them, get them on my page. It's on Allison Salinas, my regular page, my personal page, and Citizen Watch, where your voice matters. And I believe it's on Citizens for Salinas too. I believe it's on all of those. So here we go. Hope you're ready. Hope you got pen and paper. If not, something to copy or write with. And again, I will flash different things on the screen. I will go to comments at the end. Just because I need to get to my banners to see where the websites are, and we'll go from there. Okay, so first of all, the mandates are stupid. We all know this. It's just a ploy for political nonsense. We already know this. I don't have to go over that. Okay, so many people have asked me about exemptions, medical and religious, and what qualifies, what doesn't, and where do you go to get them? Some of you had asked that. So there's different, I have those sources now. I am still currently working on the list for the doctors and the pastors. Give me till Wednesday. They will be up on my pages, all of them. I will also copy that list into my story, so it'll be very easy to get to and attainable. I try to make everything as easy access as I possibly can. I've been super busy back and forth with events, and the October 2nd event has taken a lot of my time. So I've been a little bit busy, guys. Trying to restore freedom in Illinois is not an easy job. Okay, so we'll go with medical reasons to not get the COVID vaccine. Now, this is according to IDPH. This is according to all of Pritzker stupid guidelines, everything that goes along. So they should not argue with these. They're the ones that put them up there. Took me a minute to find this. So if you have any allergies, so reasons to, medical reasons not to get the COVID vax is allergies to any vaccine components. That means anything that's in those vaccines, if you're allergic to, obviously do not take. That's the first one. If you have a history of Guillain-Barré syndrome, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Sorry about that, guys. I think it's Barré syndrome. Other health ailments that make the vax risky for your individual. So that's a broad source, guys. So other health ailments. So that could be anything. Anything that your doctor and or a doctor is telling you not to get the vaccine for, and they give you a specific reason, you now qualify for a medical exemption. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Anything that if your doctor or a doctor that you have switched to because you didn't agree with your doctor, I know several people have done that. I've been able to give people certain doctors to go to, and they've gone and they've been successful with this. So again, I will release that list Wednesday for doctors and pastors that are signing medical and religious exemptions. Now, here's the catch. To get a medical exemption, you have to have it signed by your doctor, which means this. If your doctor's saying, no, I won't sign this, okay, and then you find a doctor that is, you have to switch and make them your primary doctor. You cannot just get any doctor. It has to be your primary doctor, okay? So if you have to switch doctors to avoid the vax, do it if you're comfortable doing that. Some people aren't. Some people have been like, oh, I've been, my doctor 20 years. I really don't want to. Okay, well then, either quit your job or get the jab, one of the two. This is very basic. This is very simple. And, but you can switch doctors and you can make them your primary doctor if you know that doctor is not going to or will sign a medical exemption. Now, other health ailments that make the vax risky for the individual, again, that could be a lot. That's a slew of things that could go wrong. Crohn's disease is one. Cancer, my doctors told me stay away from it. Don't touch it. Don't go near it. So I'm not. I wouldn't have anyway. But it just depends if you've got any blood pathogen diseases. Those are risk factors. Any adult with Down syndrome, that's a risk factor. So you have to talk to your doctor and get them to clear you if you want a medical exemption. Now, I'm going to go over a few more things with medical exemption with that, but I'm going to move on. Now, okay, so this is the medical religious exemption form where you can find it if you need it. And the second one is a vaccine exemption information for children and adults. So I'm going to flash that up on the screen. I'm going to keep that up there for a few minutes so people can write it down. These are where you go to get those forms. This is where you go. The first one is where you go to get medical. Did I spell that right? Medical. Okay. Medical and religious exemption forms. And then the second one is a vaccine exemption information for children and adults. It has the forms in there under PDF files. So it's super easy to get. You can print it out and have your doc sign it. Now and I'm going to flip this over in just a minute. Hold on a second. I'm getting comments. Okay, I will get to all questions at the end. So just give me a second. Let me go over everything. And then I will go over your questions. I saw several questions, so I'm not ignoring you. I will go over your questions at the end. I'll leave enough time for that, guys. So keep those questions coming. and I'll go over them one by one. I'll leave about 10, 15 minutes at the end. Okay, so I'm going to assume everybody has that. And I will get it back up there to the end if you don't need it, if you need it again. Let me just double check. Oh, okay, so you can't see it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so what I'll do, give me 1 second. I'll put it in the comments, guys. Okay, so this is, hold on. Illinois.gov. Okay, I'm going to put it in the comments, guys. It's there. There it is. Okay, that's the first one. The first one is the certificate for religious and medical exemptions. That's that one. I'm going to make sure everybody can see it in the comments. I believe so. Okay, so the second one is this one. Okay, now this one is the vaccination exemption information for children and adults. Okay, I've got it in the comments, guys. Make sure everybody can see them. Okay. Nope, can't see it. Okay, hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's probably why. Oh, okay. Okay. Now you should be able to see it. Can you see it now? Let me put it out again. DPH. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get it to you guys. Okay, I put it up again. Let's see if people can see it real quick. Okay, I don't know why it's doing it. Okay, well, here, I'm just going to say it. So that's the only way to do this. So I will, okay, the first source is this. So the first source is D as in dog, P as in Paul, H as in house, dph.illinois.gov. Okay, so that's D as in dog, P as in Paul, H for house, .illinois.gov. That's for the medical and religious exemption forms. Now, the second one is ic4ic.org. So it's ic4ic.org. That's the vaccine exemption information for children and adults. Okay, maybe put it up and don't talk for a minute. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, now let's move on. Now that everybody got it. Okay, I'll put it again at the end just to make sure. I didn't realize you couldn't see it when I was talking. That's funny. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so those are the two websites that you can go to get the medical exemption and the religious exemption. And the certificate for a religious exemption form is also on the DPH site. So, okay, so now Here's another thing that nobody's telling you guys. At your job, if they require you to take the vaccination, and let's say you don't qualify for a medical or religious exemption, you can ask for a waiver. What this waiver is a waiver to maybe minimize your job a little bit. I'm not sure that all jobs have this, but this is an option at most jobs. So, but they're not going to tell you that there's a waiver. They want you to take the vaccine. They're pushing it because the governor's pushing it. So ask if they have a waiver available. A waiver would minimize your job a little bit and or let you do it remotely. So there are options. Okay, because I had some people come to me and say, okay, Allison, I don't qualify for a medical exemption. I really don't have any religious issues other than it's just wrong. What do I do? Well, there's the waiver on most jobs. So you can ask for a waiver. Again, the waiver can do everything up to let you work remotely if that's possible with your job, and or maybe minimize your jobs where you're not at risk so much, which again, I think it's all crap, but you know, whatever. They're going to do it anyway, so we got to find ways around it legally. Okay, now here's the other thing. Under the Americans with Disability Act, if you have a medical exemption, a reason to have one, they have to give you the option, if their business allows it, to work remotely under that act. If you mention that act, if you mention under the Americans with Disability Act, they have to, if they have remote working available, they have to offer it. If they don't, bring it up. Also, under the Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, hold on, Kiera, I'll get to that, honey. Under the Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, if taking the vaccine, religious beliefs, you're able to opt out with that, under that title. So if they say you can't religiously, I'll get to that, Phyllis, hold on. So if they say that you can't opt out, period, because of a religious belief, I know some jobs are trying to pull that. Yeah, you can. Under the Title 7 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, yes, you can. And that's still intact in the state of Illinois. Okay, so now I'm going to go up here. Hold on one second. Trying to get to the top of these comments. Y'all are on fire tonight. I love it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed at that. That it's a comment. It's, oh my gosh. Kay Joyland, I love your comment. It's a fact, but you know, that's funny. The comment's not funny, but the way she said it was. Okay, so they're going down. Okay, money in the government's pocket with the testing he's invested in. Absolutely. You guys know this. Kay Joyland says, I'm allergic to aborted babies. I'm sure of this. You know, that could be technically, that could fall under a religious exemption. I'm pretty sure of it. Let's see. Walgreens has a now commercial to get your flu shot for free. I know, I saw it. I just turned my TV off. I heard today if you've gotten the COVID jab, do not get the flu shot. That's true. They are saying that. Oh, they did lift before they had said that you couldn't donate blood, plasma, or anything like that. And now they're saying, which is really scary, guys, they're letting people donate blood now that have had the COVID vax and or not had it. So that's kind of scary. But you still can't donate plasma and you still can't donate your organs. So let's see. My son is going to lose his job at Walgreens because Walgreens is mandating their employees to get a vaccine. That's Tammy. Tammy, does he qualify for a medical or religious exemption? If he has any health problems whatsoever, if you can get your doctor to agree to it, then you can get him to sign your medical waiver or exemption, and they can't make him. somebody had asked about testing. So somebody had said, well, what about weekly testing? Okay, so I did check with a couple pastors on this, and I checked with a couple doctors. Again, I will be releasing this list Wednesday. It is a 4-page list of doctors, a 4-page list of pastors in the state of Illinois. They are scattered everywhere, and they are signing these exemptions. Again, you have to have that doctor as your physician. So you can't just say, oh, I'm going to go borrow Bob's doctor to sign my exemption. It doesn't work that way. They are getting strict on them. They are making sure everything's filled out correctly. So when you go get those forms, make sure everything's filled out to the T. If you need to screenshot it to me and show me, I can help you with it step by step. Okay. These forms, Maria, these forms aren't helping you for Kentucky, are they? If you Google medical, and you might want to do it separately, like medical exemptions for Kentucky, it should come up with a PDF file. That's what you need. Same thing with the religious. So I can't see if it's closed captions. Okay, we got past that. We got the websites. Okay. So okay, so for Phyllis, the bus driver, and Kiera, yeah, you can't work remotely. You're right, you guys. Paramedics and nurses can't. They're vital. They're frontline workers. So are bus drivers, as far as I'm concerned. So look for a medical or religious exemption. Find one. If you need my help, message me on Facebook, and we'll go over your history a little bit and what faith, whether you're Christian, whether you're, are you Jewish? Are you, which religion are you? So we can work with that. I will work with you. Would neuropathy qualify for me for a medical exemption arose? Yes, it will. Actually spoke to my doctor about that about a week ago. Does autism qualify for medical exemption? Absolutely, yes. That doctor's full of crap, and you need a new doctor. Yes, it does. Okay, so something for weekly testing. So there is a form on those websites that I gave you guys. I'm going to put them. Will migraines qualify if they are continuing, and if they are if you just have one? No. But if you have chronic migraines, yes. Because that involves your brain. And you don't want to put my employer also told me the only religious exemption I could get was if I was a Jehovah's Witness. That's a lie. That's not true. You can question that. You know what? Go to cite him under the Americans with Disability Act. Hold on, I'm trying to keep it. Okay, Maria. Yeah, quote him under the Americans with Disability Act, and or the other one, and or dph.illinois.gov. I'll get to your questions in just a second. Hold on a second. Y'all got me kind of yelling. It's good that I want these questions. I just want to keep up with them. So Maria, no, that's not right. I would challenge that. And you can challenge that with the Disability Act. So even if you're not disabled, it's still under there. Because that covers religious and medical. So let's see. What about bipolar disorder? You can if you find the right doctor. Again, that's your brain. I have ADD really bad. If you guys can't tell when I do my lives, I'm all over the place sometimes. So that has to do with brain transmissions and whether or not things, it's kind of like an example would be like this ball, and it's when you have ADD, ADHD, and bipolar, sorry, I'm trying to show you this, is they're not exactly connecting. So if you put something to harm your body in your brain, then it can mess up those receptors, and that has to do with bipolar. So it would probably make the autism worse. It will. Masks alone. Okay. So the CDC acknowledges that vaccinated people can become infected and transmit COVID. So how is it not discrimination that unvaxxed are required to test weekly? It is discrimination, actually. It is. And you can pull that card. You can pull a discrimination act against your employer. Could your psychiatrist write it as long as they're giving you meds? Yes, they can. Why do the unvaxxed need to pay for the testing? Shouldn't. Employers do not pass the cost of random drug tests onto the employees because Pritzker's trying to make money. That's exactly what it is. Okay, Rose, I work in the lunchroom at my child's school and I cannot work remotely. I get that. I really don't believe that my doctor will give me a medical exemption. You either need to switch doctors, Rose, or look at a religious exemption. Oh, the other thing, guys, guess what? Religious exemptions. Oh, no, I can't think of it. I can't think. My brain just left me. I'm sorry, guys. An ordained minister. That's what I was going to say. An ordained minister, as long as it's done legally, can sign religious exemptions. Now, between me and the 17 people on here and whoever else is on here on my other pages, they're not telling you that. And you guys know how easy it is to become an ordained minister on the internet, and it's legally binding? Not hard. That is a fact. So, Phyllis, this was a psychiatrist that said no. She's been treating him for 8 years. It depends on the doctors, guys. It really does. It depends on the doctors and if they're willing to sign them. The doctors and the whether it be a psychiatrist or an ordained minister or pastor, those things qualify. So you can get signatures from any one of those, but they have to be your doctor. They have to have some kind of connection with you, and you have to be their patient, obviously. So again, I will be releasing lists of doctors and pastors give me till Wednesday night, and I'll have them up. Again, it's 4 pages. I didn't do front and back because I want you guys to be able to see it. So I'm going to download it into a PDF and send it out. I would suggest you save those, print them out, do what you got to do, hand them out, do whatever you got to do. Now, assuming there's no more questions, I'm going to talk a little bit about October 2nd, guys. So let me double check and see where we're at on that. If our doctors are for the mandates, I feel it is time to find new ones. Yes, it is, Phyllis. It is time to find a new doctor if they are okay. If they are okay with putting poison in your bodies. Danny Warren, I would love to have one of those. What? One of what? Give me a second. I'm trying to. What was I going to? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my ADD's kicking in, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to. Oh, the list. Oh, the PDFs. Yes, I will send those out. Give me 1 second. I will send that out Wednesday. I will make sure everybody has that list. I will put it on all of my pages. I have 3 of them. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. And I'll put it on my story too as well if I can fit it on there. So I'm going to go right now. We're going to talk a little bit about October 2nd. I know you guys have heard me talking about it. I've been blowing up everybody's social media about it. But it is for the better because it's going to be a great event. And well, it's a rally. We can't call it that. So go back to testing weekly info like you started before all these questions and answer BS. Okay, so AJ, so go back to testing weekly info. So when you go to those websites that I put up, the gph.illinois.gov and the ic4ic.org, when you go there, you will find a page where it has that testing on there. You can get exempt from that as well, but you have to make sure you fill out the forms right. If you need help, then screenshot the form, fill out what you can, or not screenshot it, but screenshot it to me in a message, and I'll make sure that I will help walk you through it. That's for that. So the weekly testing, here's what it is, guys. They are really tired of us fighting against them. They're tired of us fighting the mandates. They're tired of us coming up with exemption after exemption that we can go back to and we can use. And they don't like that. Okay. So with that being said, now they're pushing the weekly testing. They're saying, okay, fine, you can be exempt from this, but you can't be exempt from the testing. Yes, you can. But it has to be in your exempt form if you're using that to get out of it. It has to be listed on there, and you have to give the reason why you can't test. So religious-wise, a million things can be said about that, depending on what religion you are. Even Christianity, I can double check and look I know there's a Bible verse about foreign objects in your body and doing things to your body. Our body is God's temple. Let's see. Are they trying to poison us with? And they are trying to. Yes, they are. They are trying to poison us with ethylene oxide in the test swabs. Yes. It's population control, guys, at its finest. It is compliance and population control. So, I think I covered everything on medical exemption. If anybody has any questions, I will wait a few minutes to see if anybody else has any more. AJ, did I answer your question? If not, tell me again, other than go back to testing weekly info. Now there are some jobs that are gonna fight you on it, guys. And if you don't have your exemption forms filled out right, if you don't have them cleared, and if your employers do not, Rhodes, I'll get you in a second. If your employers are rejecting your medical exemption or religious exemption, find an attorney. If you can't find one, message me. I'll find one in your area. I'm doing that too. So I'm going to find every attorney that is willing to work with everybody. I've got a couple Chicago ones up in the area that are willing to work with people for free. They're not charging them. Okay, Rose, my job forced me to get tested, so my child could go back to school, and ever since my nose has been hurting. Homeschool, if you can. There's co-op groups too. My job is making me take the COVID test in my butt. No joke. Really, James? Wow. Okay, so James Ratner says his job is making him take an anal COVID test. That's insane. All right, AJ, if you need me, I'm here. Can I get a lawyer to file suit for discrimination? Yes, you can, Danny. You absolutely can. And get with me tomorrow sometime, and I'll make sure I get you a lawyer that'll help you. I've got several on the list. So, any more questions about mandates or vaccines or exemptions? I want to make sure I get everybody. You're welcome, Danny. James, I wouldn't do it at all. You're better than I am, bud. Yeah, no, it's not cool. Not at all. That's disturbing. The device is rather small as well, so that's a plus. Still, why? No. I mean, I get it if you're cool with it, I guess, but get an exemption. They can't mess with you. So I don't see any more questions other than James's medical experience that's left. So I'm going to go over on the October 2nd event. I know you guys know what it is. If you don't, listen up. That is what they're doing in China. Yes, it is. And Australia. So I have never heard of such a thing. That's crazy, James. Where do you work, bud? I think the inquiring minds want to know. Who's sticking things at people's butts? That's not cool. I mean, I know guys have to get their stuff checked at every, 20 years or something, but that's supposed to happen. Foreign objects and poison are not supposed to go up that area. So October 2nd, it is a statewide, some people are calling it a national or a nationwide freedom rally. So it's labeled as a statewide 1776 freedom rally, guys. And I have been pushing you guys and pushing you guys and pushing you guys. And you know what? We finally reached 1,000. I just logged in. 1,000 people, right, Phyllis? 1,000 people are going in or interested. Now, here's my challenge to you guys. For the people that are watching or that will watch this, here's my challenge to you guys. If you click interested, I want you to ask yourself something. Do you stand for freedom, and are you sick of the tyranny in Illinois? If you are, you need to change that interested to going. Okay, and here's why. So we have media coverage. They're coming out. We got people in forces coming out, driving out. We've got a lot of people coming. We've got some amazing speakers. We've got some awesome things going on. And one of my speakers, Shane Bouvet, who is a personal friend of Mr. Donald Trump's, is going to give away, he posted it on the page. He posted the actual flag with Donald Trump signatures. He's going to give that away to a special vet. I don't know who. That's on Shane. I'm letting him do his thing. But I know that one lucky vet at that event is going to walk away with the flag. Danny Warren, where's the Freedom Rally at? Buddy, you're behind. Okay, so it is in Springfield at the Capitol on October 2nd, which, guys, happens to be my husband's 43rd birthday. So if you see him out there, and he'll be out there with me, tell him happy birthday. But he's spending his birthday at my rally, just like I spent mine at a meet and greet rally for me. So, Danny, it is in Springfield at the Capitol in front of the Lincoln statue from 1 to 4 p.m. October 2nd. Bring your flags, bring your patriotic gear, bring your signs, you're fine, Danny. Bring your family. We're going to show our kids and our grandkids what freedom really stands for. There's a reason I named it 1776 Freedom Rally. If you don't know, not that we're planning to do the same thing in the movie, but go watch V for Vendetta. See how that's the last time people had freedom the true way. And no, we're not, in V for Vendetta and, the whole story with Guy Fawkes, he was going to go blow up Parliament. We're not blowing up anything. We're peacefully doing this, but we're going to be loud enough for Governor Pritzker to hear us loud and clear. And we are going to have, like I said, amazing speakers. It's going to be the time of your life. We're going to have an after party at a little Mexican restaurant where we held the graduation at in 2020. Amy, hold on. I'll get you in a second. They have offered to open up and everybody can go buy food from them and help a local business in Springfield make some money. They're good guys. They were the ones that saved the class of 2020 and held the graduation when Pritzker took it away. So we need to show them love and support. And after that, I think everybody's going to Shane's for another after party. So if anybody wants to go there, the details will be released at the rally. So Amy Mars, is there still a bus picking up at Effingham? Here's the deal on that, guys. We have 5 buses available at our disposal, but we put up a post. It's kind of like a poll on that page. So if you go to that page, we need to see how many people are actually going to ride the buses to see if we really need them for that area. So an example would be if we only have 2 people in Effingham that want to ride the bus, we're probably not going to have a bus there. Now, people are carpooling out of there. People are carpooling out of everywhere. So if you need a ride If we find out that there's not enough activity on the bus in your area for us to have a bus there, put up something on the event page. I'll approve it and put like, hey, I'm from Effingham. Anybody leaving from Effingham to go to the October 2nd rally? Can I ride with y'all and carpool a bit? So as right now, Amy, yes, there's still a bus. We're looking at how many people are actually going to be on each bus to see which ones we actually need. We can't waste an entire bus for 3 seats. So if they're full, that's fine. If they're halfway full, that's fine. But if it's 2 or 3 people, we're probably not going to have the bus there. So you need to get with the people in Effingham, get with the people in Decatur and Peoria and Collinsville and a couple other places. They're all listed on the page. So go there, and anyone from the Quad City area going. I don't know. You have to put it up in the event page, Danny. See if if anyone's going in the Quad City area, hit Danny Warren up and see if he can catch a ride with you guys. We'll figure it out. If you don't have a ride, message me and we'll try to figure out who from the crew that's going, whether it be me or my team or somebody else that can make sure you get there. We can't drive all over because I have to get ready for the rally, but we'll make sure someone grabs you, hopefully. So that is it, guys. Let's see. How far is Effingham from Bolingbrook? I don't know. Someone want to GPS that? See if I can figure it out real quick. I'm so happy we finally got to 1,000. Now we just got to get the other 4,000 because 5,000 was my goal. So, but we got a month, so we got time. Let's see. Effingham from, hold on, guys. I'm trying to do this for this person. Effingham to Bolingbrook. Okay. Okay, Rose, how far is Effingham from Bolingbrook? It is 3 hours and 10 minutes. I can drive, but thought parking might be crazy. Actually, no, it's not. There's a bunch of places down there to park. There really is, especially if you leave early. It's from 1 to 4, but if you get there like at 11:30-ish, you'll probably get a good spot. But there's more than one place to park. So there's a... Thanks, Kimberly. There's more than one place to park. I think there's a parking garage and there's an empty lot too available. Several people were posting on the event page about there being plenty of parking. So parking shouldn't be an issue. Perfect, Phyllis. Thank you so much. It's hard to, Danny, it's up above on Phyllis's. Phyllis, if you'll give it to Danny or make sure he sees that, I'd appreciate it. It's kind of hard. I can talk and do this, but if everybody can catch me up there, that'd be great. So Phyllis has got the link up for the rally up. Okay, so Rose, she'll be driving from Bolingbrook. If anyone wants to carpool with her, hit her up. So this is how we work it. We get everybody to carpool. We get everybody together and get everybody to Springfield. So the goal is to get to Springfield October 2nd. From 1 to 4, and we are going to take back our state, guys. So I love you guys. Phyllis, Phyllis is going to try to send you an instant message to help you out. If not, message me, Danny, and I'll help you out. One of the two. But thanks, Phyllis. I appreciate you. Okay, so guys, I love you guys to death, but I'm going to go enjoy my evening with my husband. And you guys take care. If there's any other little questions here and there that I haven't answered, please feel free to hit me up and I'll be glad to answer them. You guys have a wonderful night.